Morning, everybody. It is early April in Steelhead Alley. We're going to head out and try to target some dropbacks this morning. Unfortunately, this is probably going to be our first trip with the Lami Noodle Rod and our last trip for the season, being that it's already early April and a lot of these fish are moving out of the system. We just got the new Noodle Rod. It's been out of stock for a while now. It debuted earlier in the year, but it's been very, very popular, very hard to find. And so that's why we kind of got it late in the season. But one way or another, we're going to take it out and see how it performs. And, you know, if nothing else, we'll have it dialed in for the start of the fall season.
There's one.
well, that pretty much went how I thought it would go. We got into a good number of smaller fish, nothing of a decent size really, but a lot of 1 pounders, maybe 1.5 pounds, maybe pushing 2 at the biggest. But they were all pretty, had lots of spots. They still had their winter colors, but they were starting to get a little bit silver as they're starting to out-migrate back to the lake. So one way or another, that noodle rod was awesome. There's just almost no weight to it. It is so light, so sensitive, and it has a real nice bend to it. Hopefully you were able to see that with some of those smaller fish. And it's going to be awesome to get a big fish on that rod. The ones that we caught today, they weren't even close to approaching our average size. Hopefully that goes to show just, how sensitive that noodle rod is. Again, that's exactly what it was designed for. That 2 to 6 pound rating is spot on. It's just crazy. There's no weight to that rod. You can feel every little tick, whether you were on the bottom or you were moving your float, mending line, whatever you were doing. It was so responsive. Super easy to mend line. With that 10-foot length, you can pretty much reach out to anywhere you wanted on these mid-sized streams. And we didn't even begin to test what that rod is capable of, both from the size of the fish that it can handle and the type of water that you can fish it in. We just hit a couple small little spots today, so I know that rod can handle quite a bit more with no problem whatsoever. It was a good day overall, a successful last day of the season.